and gentlemen, yes, indeed. Once again, this is Live and Loud with the Lord Nelson, that is. And we have a young, up and coming, amazing group of men, not boys, men, real men, ready to kill this metal genre. I just feel it, man. I feel the love, man, most definitely. We have Collective Insanity.
Hey.
Hi. Oh, thank you. Thank you. I was like, yo, what's up? and the wild thing is that Mikey is always so cool and always so just chill. Except when he's on that stage, spreading, he's unbelievable. He's unbelievable. But he's cool. All right, so gentlemen, first thing, I ask everybody the same question. Tell me where each of you are from and what part do you play in the band?
I'm Braden. I sing and do a lot of things melodically. And I'm from Charlotte, North Carolina.
Charlotte, yeah.
You go, man.
Muscles marinara.
Muscles marinara. I am from Wingate, North Carolina, or Wingate. I play guitar.
All right.
That's about it.
I'm Jackson Coleman. I'm from Dallas, Texas, and I play drums.
You really from there?
Yeah, I was born there, man.
I've never known that. Nice.
Where's your hat?
Dylan, go.
Okay. I'm Dylan Fultz. I do samples and help Braden with some backing vocals. And I am from Shelby, North Carolina.
Shelby.
I am Richard Starnes. I am from Concord, North Carolina, and I play guitar.
All right.
I'm Quinn Riley. I'm originally from Baldwin, New York, and I play bass.
All right, awesome. And Richard Starnes.
Sir.
You don't have a father that lives down in Columbia anywhere, do you? Are you a junior, maybe?
No.
Yeah, because I know somebody who has the exact same name. That's why I asked. That's it. He's an older gentleman, so that's why I asked.
Yeah, I've met a lot of Richards.
Needless,
a lot of Richard Starnes.
Knows a lot of dicks.
I know.
Awesomeness. You guys are some wild boys. This is gonna be really good, man.
Oh yeah.
So, Collective Insanity. How did you guys come up with the name?
Honestly, we had a group chat and we had started this band and kind of got a good album's worth of some music and realized that it's not going anywhere, so might as well come up with a name for it. So all of us kind of threw into the hat all of our different names, and I mean, like, my names were terrible, but but Quinn actually was the one that came up with the name, because he just sent like names after names after names. He would just sit at work and write them down, and he sent Insanity Collective, which was one of them, and then after that he sent Collective Insanity, and we were just like, that actually doesn't sound bad.
I think it's a dope name, to be honest with you.
Yeah, because it was just like, for all of us, it was just like, I think we spent a good month coming up with the name, because we went through a lot of different names.
I understand, yeah.
Yeah, and it really was just Quinn one day came up with two words he put together two different ways, and one way it sounded dope, the other way it was just kind of like, yeah.
So that worked. Hey, awesomeness.
Yeah.
Okay, so Collective Insanity is a hard-hitting metal band from Charlotte, North Carolina. I got it from your page. I love that. You guys have a lot of dope metal bands there in Charlotte already. So what is it about the city of Charlotte that fuels the metal scene, in you guys' opinion?
Oh, shit. Honestly, for me, it's just seeing people of all different kinds just gathering for one night to enjoy themselves. Honestly, for me, at least.
I can agree with that. Yeah.
You guys all agree with that?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
There's a lot of like different personalities too. We all have different types of music and metal bands that have like influenced us over the years. So it boils down to who's really into what, like around this area.
Yeah. We'll get into some of those questions coming up also. Okay. So Collective Insanity is a new band of young go-getters, but you all have been playing longer than people might expect. What other bands have you guys played in or are playing in now?
Go ahead, start, Brady. Go ahead, start, Brady.
Well, for me, I was I'd say I was in like at least 2 bands before this band. And one of them was just a punk rock band that I was singing for and playing guitar for, and then another one was a metal band called Cross Stitch that was like basically mine and Quinn and Dylan's first band. And after that, when Cross Stitch broke up, we all kind of went different ways, and Dylan and Quinn stayed in the metal scene, and I kind of went towards the hip hop scene, and I started becoming a DJ. So, you know, my list just goes on and on of people that I've worked with and done music with. So I could go on that for days. But then I think I spent 5 years just DJing and working with hip hop acts. And then after that, now I'm straight metal, and I'm still DJing. Don't get me wrong, but like, you know.
So is that still in Charlotte? You're DJing in Charlotte, or just the region, or is it just in Charlotte?
Everywhere.
Okay.
Everywhere. I've been on tour with Crazy Town.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I've been on tour with Crazy Town DJing for them. There's a homie out in New York that I work with. His name is Tones. And I've done a lot of work in Charlotte. So, you know, that's obviously where I started. So
all right.
You know, and then
Mike, I kind of know your story just a little bit, you know, but come on.
I've only played in one other band, which is the Fill-Ins, since 2013. And as of a couple of days ago, I just put in my 4.5-week notice.
He's giving them 4 weeks. He's giving them 4 weeks.
Nice. Yeah,
But,
pretty much.
That's pretty much it. 10 years worth of shows and writing tunes and good fucking times. Can we say? Is that fine?
You've had some good times with the Fill-Ins, though.
He's not answering the question.
Can we say fuck?
You can say whatever you want to say. I want you to say whatever you want to say.
All right. Well, fuck's gonna be included.
Fuck yeah,
Jack, your turn.
Well, I started out in a band with you and my father, the no power, no crown.
Yes, sir.
My father, Faza,
Faza.
Padre. And then I went and joined Deadlock, North Carolina hardcore for a while.
Hardcore.
It was hardcore as hell. And now I had a couple little projects around, and then I just joined these guys. And it's been a good relationship ever since.
Don't touch me.
Okay.
Hey, why are you touching?
Dylan?
I started playing drums probably about 2010, and it wasn't until about 2014 I met Braden at a hardcore Charlotte show at Amos's.
Might I add, he
Amos,
punched me in the face at that show.
We went outside and we talked about how wild it was in there, and he's like, "Hey, I play guitar," and I was like, "Wow, that's crazy. I play drums." And he invited me over to his house, and I think about 6 months we just started that band Cross Stitch, sleeping on the floor and practicing every single weekend.
Wow.
Yep.
And then that went away, and I did some other little projects, some guys that just wasn't filling out or anything. I'll play anything. It's been anywhere between rock and roll to heavy metal to black metal, but I drum for another band now called Detest the Throne, based out of Belmont.
What's the name again?
Detest the Throne.
Detest the Throne. Okay.
I drum for them, and they're out of Belmont. And still doing this project too, which has just been the funnest music I've probably ever played.
Awesome.
Detest the Throne kicks ass too.
Yes.
Yeah,
They really do.
Yeah,
They're a fun band.
Absolutely.
That is another deathcore style.
Okay.
I'll reach. So I've been playing guitar for roughly 14 years.
14. Okay.
And my first band was actually my father's band, Descendants of Chaos.
Mhm.
I was in that band from I was 14 when I joined, and then I was 18 whenever that band kind of fell apart. But after that, I was a part of Imperium. I was in that band for about a year and a half,
Mhm.
and then a favorite band of mine had an opportunity to join with Skin Cage. Pretty big in the local area. I feel like I'd been listening to them ever since I had started, playing out in the Charlotte scene.
Right.
And now this band. So it's and this music's probably, like, I'm gonna say, probably some of the funnest music I've played in a while. I'm used to playing, a lot of the death metal, thrash metal, a lot of the heavier, darker side of things, and this band is really fun.
Got you.
Absolutely.
Do I have to count all of them?
No.
Hey man, do what you feel. Do what you feel.
3.
Well, I started playing back in 2012, so it's been about 10 years. And I played in a bunch of bands throughout high school. There was always people that were looking for a bass player, just right place, right time, right instrument. And then a friend of mine, actually, who started going to my high school, had told me that a band's bass player had recently quit. And that's when I actually met these guys. I ended up meeting them on I think it was a Sunday. No. It was a Thursday evening. And we ended up playing and had a show Friday night at Tremont, which is no longer around.
Right.
And
Yes, boo, that definitely.
Fuck gentrification.
But I ended up learning all their songs in one night by just some manic fueled focus episode or whatever.
Yeah, might I add that we had a whole set list. We had like 30 minutes to play, and our bass player dropped off the night before the show.
Really?
And we had to scramble to find whoever we could, and thank God. Well, thank the Lord. And fucking,
He said it.
I said it. I said it.
You knew it was gonna
I
happen.
said it. Hate me, not them. And fucking. And
I love it.
He came in, and he just like within like I'd say 2 hours of us practicing, he had all of the songs down, was ready to perform like no problem.
Speaks to
And
your
then-
talent, bro. Speaks to your talent,
he's
man.
the
It's a
best.
great thing.
Oh yeah.
Quinn's the best.
Honestly, he is the best bass player. in
Girls,
Charlotte.
please,
Like,
there's plenty of me to go around.
Share the love, man. Share the wealth.
then
Indeed.
after Cross Stitch had its course, he went on to
I ended up actually going to Cadaver Creator a couple of years later. I was playing with them. How long did I play with you guys? About 2-3 years?
You were in that
No,
band for a while.
No, with Cross Stitch.
oh
It's
yeah,
been about
no.
2016 or
No,
15.
you played with us for like almost 4 years.
Okay.
It's on and off of
Because
that.
it was like 2016 when we stopped everything. That
Yeah.
was like the beginning and the end. So around the end of 2016, beginning of 2017, I ended up joining this band called Cadaver Creator, based out of Gastonia, North Carolina. Really like brutal death metal type of music.
Cadaver Creator, man.
Oh yeah.
The names are amazing. Yeah.
what I love is I just think about a person coming up to one of our shows, a person I was seeing at the time, and she just comes up and goes, "Huh, Cadaver Creator. You know what's funny about that name?" I'm like, "What?" She's like, "It just means murder. It's just, you might as well have murder posted there." I'm like,
Right,
"Yeah,
right.
when I think about it, yeah."
Right.
But we ended up doing one EP. I played with them for about 3.5 years. I was the youngest member, which is kind of funny. Closest in age was my drummer, who was 3 years older than me at the
Right.
time. So he was 24. My guitarist was 48, and then my lead singer was 37, 38. Yeah, I was one of the
That
I mean,
dude,
basically the baby of the whole group.
that dude was like incredible at guitar though.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Robert really knew how. Robert McFarland was his name. Phenomenal guitarist.
I mean,
really.
Was he a Mikey Black though? Was he a Mikey Black?
He had a different way of going about things. Mikey's a hell of a guitarist. He really
Mikey definitely is. He definitely is. So I'm sorry for cutting you off, man. I'm just getting in the moment.
No, you're fine, man. Around that time too, I was playing 2 other bands all at the same time. I was single, so. But I ended up playing in one group, which was kind of like a rock, grunge-ish kind of group called Angry Earth for about a year and a half, and then I was playing with another group called Middle Asia, which was more so. It kind of reminded me of Nirvana, like Radiohead, that type of stuff.
Okay.
And I played with them for like a few months, but yeah, and then shortly thereafter that, I ended up finding these guys because Braden hit me up. It was just like, I'm working on a project right now, and I think you're really gonna love it. So you should come down to the studio next weekend when I go down. So I'm like, okay. Ended up telling him what time to pick me up. I said like 9 o'clock in the morning. He pulls up. I'm still not out of bed. It took me about an hour and a half to finally get out of bed, get coffee, go out, sunglasses on, pajama pants, because I was just like.
And might I add, I was sitting in the car the whole time.
Really?
Waiting.
Are you rethinking things now? Like, hey, you got.
I mean, I kind of started. I was like, how about I get a shitty bass player instead of, this god? And then, I kind of decided that the wait was well worth it.
I got you. Well, I want to go back to something you said, though. You said you were playing in 2 bands, and you could do that because you were single at the time.
3 bands at once.
What I'm saying, though, is that why would, being single or being with someone stop you?
It's not really quite that. It's more so at the time I was getting out of kind of a rocky relationship. So
I'm just messing with you.
That was good.
I'm just messing with you, man. I want to get you in any trouble.
You're about to go on the life story now, bro.
No, I'm just clowning with you.
Thank you.
All right, so we will move on. So that being said, what is it about this band that gets your creative juices flowing? All of you have kind of said, get your creative juices flowing about this band.
For me, honestly, it's the fact that we have so many different mixtures to like all of our songs take like a dramatic change from like metalcore to thrash to like any types of metal. We span pretty much across the entire genre. And for me, it's just I can add so many different kind of like melodies or any type of lyrics, and it's really something that I can actually feel when I write, which has always been the worst part of like no offense to hip hop, but like the worst part about being in hip hop is I can only get so emotional with my own songs. And there's really only such a limit to what I can do on a hip hop track. And
well, let me stop you for a second. Being of a hip hop nature,
I understand.
What you're speaking of is more of the new stuff that's going on. Because hip hop is. I'm a melody guy, and I was about to big you up and I'm still going to big you up because melody is so important to me. I don't care what I'm doing. If it's metal music, whatever music it is, that melody means the world to me. And and Jackson, I used to tell your dad all the time, I was like, just give me some melody, man. I don't care what it is. Give me some melody to something. I need that. I
honestly, I think that like actually Steve has said that to me several times, being like, I was in the studio and all that he would say to me was just give me melody. but no, I mean like in reality, like nothing against hip hop. I mean like.
No, I'm not saying
I'm a huge hip hop guy, like more than metal. But like, when it comes to me personally, the way that I write and the way that I just project myself about some songs, like in some songs I want to scream, and you could do that in metal, but like let's be honest, there's some rappers out there that do that just don't do it well.
Yeah. They're not doing it. No. Not the same. It's not the same thing.
Exactly.
Not the
But
same
like,
thing.
you know, in some songs I wanna scream, or some songs I wanna like really get into some vocals, and you know, it's all about the beat that I use. And I mean, I make my own beats, so
Right.
you know, I have that creative control, but at the
Mhm.
same time, you know, it really helps to have like some guitar melody
Yes.
upon some real drums
Yes.
with an actual bass player playing some real bass.
It's different.
And that's it's
The
it's
vibe
insane.
is totally different. Yes, indeed.
Absolutely. And for me, that's really where my creative output comes for this band.
Got you.
It's just like, you know, I'm still in hip hop, and I'll probably be in hip hop forever. But
Mhm.
like, you know, like it's good to have that change up. You know, I can have these songs that I can write about my own feelings with, and then when it comes to the band, I can really hit those like hard subjects.
I got you. I love it, man. You listen. I love it. You and I, we on that say, I got you. I got you.
Absolutely.
I got you. All right. So
Thank you.
so far, what has been the best show for you guys?
We
Our first one.
Our
I was
first
gonna
one.
say,
First one?
Halloween
What's
party
the
in our
first one, the Skylark
backyard.
or the house?
So
Okay,
Nah.
wait a minute. Hold on. Jackson, was that at the house?
and
What?
not his house.
No,
Okay,
no,
was
no.
it? That's where I thought it
It
was.
was in
Okay,
a
go
big
ahead.
complex.
So basically the story of what happened was we got offered a show, and we had all confirmed, we were all ready to do it, but someone had double booked himself, and
Is that me?
yeah. And so, you know, he had his prior engagements, and we all respected that, you know. So like he had
What? He didn't talk to me for like 4 days.
I was kind of upset. I was
Just a
kind of
little.
upset because like I was in all in all, I was ready to go. I was like, we've been working on this band for almost 2 years at this point.
Right.
When we started, COVID really like fucked up our plans, because like it was really going to be a month long of some practice, and then we'd hit it hard. But
Right.
as soon as we were ready to hit it hard, everything was closing down. So we took COVID as a opportunity to just write and prepare ourselves for when we start. And finally we had gotten an opportunity, and you know, so we had to cancel that show. And as soon as I started coming around and thinking about it, I was just like, if we're really gonna hit it hard, we might as well do it our own way and just do it in the backyard somewhere.
Okay.
And my sister, she normally throws like holiday parties, like 4th of July, Halloween, Christmas, all that shit. She has everybody come over, and she always like people from work, you know.
Right.
And I was just like, you know, everybody's gonna be drinking, everybody's gonna have a good time. Why not just throw the band in? We'll play early, we'll finish early. Ain't nobody gonna really get that mad about it.
Right.
And if they do get mad about it, they're tripping. And so, you know, they did get mad
They
about
did
it.
get mad.
Cops
Really?
came once. Cops came once.
Never came
Really?
again.
And might I add, the funniest part about it was the cops came up, saw Mikey, and they were like, hey, I went to school with that kid. And he was just like, I went to school with that kid. I know who that is. Anyways, I was just coming to tell you, somebody called, gotta come out, gotta talk to y'all. Anyways, catch y'all later. Have a good night.
Mikey uses stardom to get you guys out of trouble, man. It's awesome.
For real.
Oh,
That's it's happened so many times. It's
Yeah.
happened so many times. But we did that show, and honestly, it was nothing but, I mean, while it was nothing but family and friends just drinking, having a good time, it was probably the perfect start to something, you
Gotcha.
know, to really understand what our limits can be,
Mhm.
and just what we should do when we perform live.
Hey, you guys are still growing, man. That's awesome, though, man. That's awesome.
Oh,
I like
yeah.
it. Okay, so we kind of touched on this one right here. Is metal the only genre you play, or do you just love music?
Now we love music.
There is
Oh,
no
we kind of already answered that one.
There is
Yeah,
no
you know?
box.
There is no
Sometimes
box.
you'll hear us listening to stuff like on our way over here. Mikey, Braden, and I were listening to Scatman driving over here.
Yeah.
Scatman.
Scatman John.
Okay.
Everything.
Yeah. See,
It was Scatman John and then Ave Maria.
But that's a beautiful thing. I always tell people I'm not a genre snob. I've never been. I always say I'm a military kid. I've been around everybody. So I listen to everything. So, you know, if it's good, it's good. That's all I always say. If it's hot, it's hot.
That's
Simple as that.
entirely how we all feel about everything, because I'll never forget hanging out at Mikey's house. Like his girlfriend was out of town, and
It's time to party.
yeah, his girlfriend was out of town. He texted everybody. He was like, "I'm gonna be alone tonight, so like anybody want to come by and drink?"
Awesome.
Came by and brought him pizza and beer.
We came by with pizza and beer, and you know, obviously some other recreational materials, which we won't talk about on live television. But anyway,
Were they brownies?
no,
I said
no,
that for a
close
reason.
to brownies.
A few less steps.
We like to think of it as straight to the point.
But the
Yeah.
funniest part, straight to the point brownies. No,
I like that.
no labor required.
Hey, hey, listen, incorporate that somehow. I was on that straight to the point. I like it. I love it.
But we were all just chilling, playing some beer pong in the kitchen,
Okay.
and all of a sudden, somebody had the bright idea to play
Andre Bocelli's Conti Partito.
we played.
No, it was
We
my
played-
friend.
It was Mikey's friend. He played Partiro.
You met Zeus.
And
He
we-
was the one dude that was taller than you with the red hair. Fucking bro.
Yeah,
He might
and
know.
he like we all, like all of us, just went from playing beer pong to just going party cantare.
And Mikey's standing there fucking mortified. Like, is this a chance? Is it,
Did I invite these guys over to my house?
I'm talking about.
He was scared and entertained. Like, he had a smile, but he was scared to smile because I guess he thought we were going to kill him or something.
And I'm straight up, I'm talking about like the most manliest of man chatter, just like, yeah, bitch, you can't fucking play beer pong, suck my dick, motherfucker. Oh shit, I love this song. Party.
It was like
Awesome,
a frat
man.
house, but it's like the one dude that was actually going to do something was like.
Awesome.
The funny thing is, it was so accurate though. So fucking accurate.
So listen. So now this is great. What you guys just did right there is awesome, because this goes into the next question. This is a good one. So who's the wildest dude in the band?
Right.
It's kind of like back and
King
forth.
Rash.
I
He's
am.
a psychopath.
What makes him so wild?
take
I mean,
much.
speak
All
about it.
Drugs.
It doesn't take much to convince us. All the drugs.
It's all the drugs.
All of them.
I don't do drugs. I
don't
only do the
all.
fun ones.
Listen to Bud.
Anyway, now the thing is with me is that literally someone telling me not to do something makes me do something.
Okay.
Not hard to convince at all.
And so there have been so many times that everybody's just been like, man, don't,
Bet you
don't,
won't.
I bet you won't. I bet you won't. And I'm just like, shows what little you know.
That's how
Like,
things get broken.
like for
Why we
instance,
can't have good.
I had a quick DJ gig about a month ago,
Mhm.
and I do you know, random pop-up gigs every now and then, and in this particular one I had forgotten my table.
Mhm.
So I had to makeshift something from bar stools,
Okay.
and I was DJing, and I set up in the crowd, so like there's people all around me, and I'm constantly having to make sure nobody goes over my table or anything. And this one dude decided it would be a hilarious idea to reach over my tables and get someone's attention. And in doing so, he hit the pause button, which cut everything off. And I fixed it. I brought it right back. But as soon as I fixed it, I grabbed that dude by his lapels of his jacket, shoved him against the wall. And I was just like, what did I tell you not to do? I told you not to touch it.
Was the music still playing at this time?
Yes.
Oh, that's awesome. That's awesome.
I am quick. I'm quick with the response. I've been DJing for almost 10 years at this point. So
sorry about that.
You know, no, you good. But I've been DJing for almost 10 years. So like I know how to troubleshoot when it comes to it.
Got you. So now are you good on excuse me for a moment, gentlemen. Are you good on the turntables, or are you on the
Nah, I learned it all.
Scratches.
I learned it all.
You do both?
Yeah, I can do it without a laptop. With a laptop, I can scratch, I can beat juggle, I can do all that fun shit.
Yeah, I just had an interview with an old friend of mine yesterday, and he's a DJ down in Atlanta, and he does both also. So that's man, listen, that's awesome, man. So you're the wild. I'll always make sure that I keep my eye on you when I'm around.
Everybody does.
Okay, so what bands have influenced and or inspired collective insanity?
Katy Perry.
Yeah, actual real shit. Katy Perry. Yes.
Okay.
Katy Perry and Beyonce. Not so much.
I love Billie Eilish.
Wait. But wait, Billie Eilish when she doesn't wear sweatpants, and then Kill Switch Engage.
Stop. I want to know the reason why about the sweatpants.
I mean,
you gotta explain it. You just can't run over that. You gotta explain this one.
Okay, so like y'all know how like Katy Perry wore all those baggy pants and baggy shirts and all that shit, and then she didn't wear them, and all the internet was in an uproar because like tits and ass. You know, fucking, that's why. Anyways, Kill Switch Engage, Iron Maiden.
Okay, Billie Eilish. That's what you were saying. The same thing about Katy Perry, Billie Eilish.
Yes.
Hey, I don't. She's different. Anyway, man, she's a young person. I can't. I like Billie Eilish, man. I'm not tripping. I like Billie Eilish.
Speechless. Apologize to that man right now. You say sorry to that man.
I'm sorry.
Wait, but hold on. I didn't hear it. I missed it. What did I miss?
I'm sorry.
No. What are you apologizing for?
I left you
left that man speechless.
Oh yeah. I was in Billie Eilish mode for a second. You did. Good job though.
But no, honestly, like we all come from different like genres of metal, and that's honestly the biggest thing that makes our music is that we all came from different walks. And for Rich, he was more of a death metal guitarist, and then with Mikey, he was more metalcore. Mm-hmm. So there's like this dark and light side to the guitars at the same time as Quinn playing like the bass player from Obscura, you know, adding like all these wonderful melodies behind the guitars that just fit perfectly. Mm-hmm. And you know, Jack just being beast. Jack, yeah, a beast. Just being Jack, and absolutely, and you know, I've seen Dylan push buttons for a while. Mm-hmm. So I told him. I
find what sounds good and I save it for the button.
He presses buttons like a motherfucker.
Hey, it's love though.
I had to get him on the buttons.
Hey, don't be ashamed. That I know you're not. Hey man, do what you do. Do what you do, man.
Sit out.
You're there, so you know that you add something to the band. You add an element to the band, and that's a beautiful thing, man. That's the thing.
Absolutely.
That's okay. So, okay. I wasn't gonna keep you two guys too long, but this is the last question. This is the last question.
No, keep us forever.
Keep going.
Keep us forever.
No, Big Dirty told me I couldn't keep you for so long. He's just like, you guys are on the schedule.
Man, like
No,
I
we're
don't.
not.
He didn't say that. He didn't say
Who said we on a schedule?
We
He
can't
didn't
try.
say. He didn't say I'm just messing with you. He didn't say that at all.
Seriously, we right now.
So, what is the ultimate goal for Collective Insanity? What's the ultimate goal?
Ultimate glory. What do you mean?
Golden and riches.
Glory.
Glorious purpose.
Sparta. Are you not entertained?
Anyways.
I mean, you know, some people might want Grammys. You might want to tour the world. You might want to do all of that. What's
Honestly,
really super important to you guys?
in more than anything for me, it's just like I've been on tour about 5 times now. I haven't really gone like, countrywide or like really, all over the European tour schedule or anything like that. But like for me, it's just I really want to get out there. I want to meet people. I want to be able to say that I've done something with my music.
Got you.
More than anything, I want to be able to say that I've impressed people. I've made people, think about themselves. I've written something that brought somebody through a hard time. More than anything for me, it's just I really want to be able to have people understand that they're not alone.
Awesome, man.
Yeah,
Yeah, you guys I respect that though.
He wrote that down before.
So he's the wildest one and the deep thinker and the most sensitive one. Yes, we all are as frontmen. That's what we are, man. That's what we do. That's love.
Yeah, it's for real. It's for real.
So let's continue. Mikey, what's the deal? What do you mean you putting in your 4.5 week? What's the deal? Can you talk about it?
Yeah, I can talk about it.
Okay.
So I started playing guitar when I was 13, and it was all Avenged Sevenfold, Trivium, just fucking metalcore, early 2000s, like glory days. Couldn't find anyone to play with because I lived in the middle of nowhere. Had a friend that was looking for a guitar player for a punk rock band at the time, so just decided to take it. But started playing at 13, didn't join that band until I was 18. So what's that, 5 years of all metalcore riffs, learning as much as I can, and now I'm playing 3-chord punk rock songs, which eventually evolved into some intricate rock and roll music, but I had to get this metal out of me. Like I've been sitting on 12 years of riffs and just nonsense I can't even use because I'm writing rock and roll songs. So there's also life. Got to keep the lights on. Got a pretty lady at home. I got to put food in her mouth, make sure she's happy. Balancing 2 bands at the same time, just not going to happen.
Okay.
So
I got you.
my creative outlet and do what I want to do. And even though,
and to be honest with you, I guess, not guess, you could kind of see that when you guys played. You guys really had a dope, Phil is a dope band. But you could see your talent for playing guitar, and that's why I say you're a great guitarist. I could hear it and see it. That not that you were above that or beyond that, but in a sense.
Yeah, and then
in a sense, go ahead. I'm sorry.
He keeps a fucking USB in his back pocket, plugs it into the back of his head. And that takes over, and he just starts fucking shredding like a madman.
His asshole is a USB port.
He's basically the T-1000. He feels nothing.
Oh, it's that on him that many times.
And he'll talk shit about
it. His email is the Meh Guitarist. The Meh Guitarist.
Oh, don't dox me like
Meh.
that.
Don't dox
Check your inbox, Rich.
Jack,
rough.
what's your reason?
What?
Go ahead.
What's your reason?
The question he just asked.
What question did he just
Where do you
ask?
want this band to be? What's
Where-
your goal?
where-
Oh, I'm sorry.
We
I
need
was
your 1-year plan, your 5-year plan, and your 10-year plan. Go.
Your itinerary, go right now.
I want to play Rock and Rio.
Where are your graphs?
He wants.
That's it. That's it. He just wants to play Rock and Rio.
I
Now,
saw
Dylan,
Iron Maiden play Rock and Rio. And I want to play Rock and Rio.
that's it. Fucking, I just said that I really want to touch people. Mikey just likes playing guitar. Rock in Rio.
Wait,
Anyways,
you want to touch people? We're all in for different
I mean,
things.
you can all speak on it. I mean, I want you guys to go ahead.
Go ahead, then.
I want to be across the country doing this. Like, I want to see the whole country, anywhere else I can get to, and just be wild anywhere. It doesn't matter. Like, this is an insane group, and every time we have played a show so far, like, I've just never been so exhausted afterwards. Just pushing out, headbanging. You can't sit still to the music at all.
You really can't.
The energy that like surrounds them, and they just throw it out to everyone else. I can't stop moving. They can't stop moving. You're just worn out, and I want to do this every day. Don't matter.
Awesome.
Hell yeah. I want to quit my fucking job.
That was gonna be my answer.
The truth will set you free. Yeah.
More than anything, we all just want to quit our job.
Everybody wants to quit their job.
We all want to quit our jobs.
We're trying to be like you.
Hey. Hey, listen. I'm old now, man, and really, I can truly chill, but not yet. Not yet. I'm there. Believe me, I'm there, but not yet. So I just handle my business. I handle my business most definitely. It's a beautiful thing. So this is what I'm gonna do. I wrote a little something, and I'm gonna read it to you guys. And if you start crying, no, it's nothing like that. So it's just I just want to speak to you guys in a certain way. And once again, like Jack and Mikey, of course, you know, I know them. And but anyway, let me just get into it. So hold on, but let me ask you this question though. King Rash. That's you, right?
Yes.
Okay. I just want to make sure, you know, Yes. Okay. So the King Rash on vocals, to Mikey Black, Richard Starnes, and Quinn Riley on guitars, to Dylan Folks on programming, and to that dude, Jack be nimble, Jack be quick, Jack is hell with those drumming sticks, Coleman, on drums. I just want to applaud you for the music you are creating and encourage you to keep working hard on your craft. And I love your sound and your direction. And I'm looking forward to the next chapter in your story, and just respect maximum to you guys. Just keep doing what you're doing, man, and keep working hard, because a lot of people don't understand how hard it's hard. You know, The best thing is getting on that stage and performing, and when people can sing your songs and all those things. But it's a lot of people don't know how hard it is. And you guys have been doing it for a few years now, and coming together is a dope thing, man. I just applaud you guys, and just keep it up, man. I'll support you in whatever way I can, man. Continue to do what you're doing.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
Yeah, indeed. And listen, you got Big Dirty over there. He's got so much knowledge of what's going on. I know you guys could always go in there and talk to him if you don't do it already.
I'm not gonna lie, that he's been a very big voice of reason towards a lot of things.
He's really kind of helped us, guide us to really becoming the band that we
Indeed.
are now.
Indeed.
Yeah. If it wasn't for him, like, I don't think this honestly would have happened, because he had been working with Mikey obviously for years.
Right. And
then he met me on a whim at a hip hop show that I was actually on tour for.
Right.
And it was actually a really shitty night, because just the venue we were at and the atmosphere and like a lot of things that were happening on like in front of the crowd, it was a great show. And honestly, we tore it up. It was a nice time. But then what the fuck is happening? Anyways, but like, you know, we brought it together, but behind the scenes it was just a catastrophe. It was hard to deal with. And he saw me at my worst, but still be able to bring it together for like a good time.
Got you.
And as soon as that show was over, he met me at the door and he handed me his business card. He was like, I really got to get you in my studio.
Right.
I got to see what you can do. Let me put you in front of a microphone. I got you. And he handed me his business card. We got together a few months later, and he saw me in the studio for the first time and really dealt with everything I could do. And he calls me the next day and he's just like, hey, I got an idea for you. Can you make it out to the studio today? Just, come check this out.
Right.
And he had Mikey and Jack recording this one quick song, which is a song of ours called Ammunition. And that was honestly the very first song in the very beginning and the very first thing that we realized that this was something to elaborate on.
Indeed.
Yeah. So,
hey, listen, just keep working hard, man. You guys got a great sound. All you guys, just like you said, so many different, genres that are coming together, man, and have created a great sound. So just continue to do what you do. You guys are great musicians. It's just an awesome thing, man. And I just truly want to thank you guys for being on here. And once again, if there's anything I could do for you, just let me know. It's all love. It's all love. Yeah. So once again, ladies and gentlemen, it is Collective Insanity. Clap it up for yourselves, guys. Come on. Yes.
I'm King Rash.
Hey, handle your business, man. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Live and Loud with the Lord. Take care of yourself, guys. Lord.
Nelson, that is.
Yes.